How's it going, everyone? June here for another video, and in today's video we're going to talk about the elemental island. The elemental island is generated here in our rock map, and you can select any difficulty for you to enter. I'm showing on normal because it is already challenging on normal because of its contents. The elemental island itself is surrounded by many MVPs, many bosses that are as regular monsters on regular maps. They are, full of them throughout the map. The purpose of this instance is for you to defeat 4 elemental lords and farm divine orbs. Each lord has a guardian that can spawn anywhere in the map, so you need to go with a search pattern that is, both fast and optimal. And here I have the luck to find the first guardian right on the first circle, and this is really good because I can now go to defeat the first elemental lord. So as you can see, every MVP, every monster in the area is an boss monster, is an MVP monster. So you're going to face several of them with several mechanics, so several resistances, sorry. In here you can see those spikes coming out from the floor, and those spikes are instant death. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. But you can use your improved load skill to go past them, which is really useful because every character has it. You can see that I'm pretty strong for the normal level, but there are some monsters that are quite difficult for me to, get rid of, such as the immune monsters to Holy, because I'm using a Genesis Ray build, and some other monsters that are quite resistant to the element or to damage overall. I suggest you come into this instance with a party, because a party will be way faster to complete this with damage dealers, support characters, and tanks if you must. And a good composition of party will make this a lot easier than it is and a lot faster. And here I'm going to face the first lord, the water one, so I'm going to defeat it quite fast, but I'm pretty strong from the normal mode, and you may take a little while to do this. And I suggest everybody to join here together to defeat the lord, and you are going to be rewarded with some divine orbs. And I'm speeding up the video because I'm going to try to find the second guardian so that we can go to the second lord of elements. So going back a little bit about that party configuration, you have 15 minutes only to complete this instance, so having a party will help you do that a lot faster in the time limit. And I've run around the outer circle and I found nothing. I moved on to the inner circle to try to find it, and luckily after a while I found it. This is going to be the second guardian to release the seal of the second lord, and this took me a while. The speed of the video was fastened by 5 times. So yeah, it's a pretty big map for one person to cover, so that's one point of coming with a party, a well-versed party. I'm throwing my improved lopes over the spikes so I don't die and I can get past them a little bit more quickly. And we are going to move on to our second lord, and this is basically what the dungeon is. You're going to face off several MVPs along the way and the guardians so that you can kill the lords. The lords are the one who are going to grant you the divine orbs that you are going to farm here. And the more difficult you generate the dungeon, the more divine orbs you're going to get. Now, moving on to the mechanics of the game. In here, I suffer a little death, and I can either use a Siegfried token to resurrect, or I can wait the timer to teleport me to the center of the map. And since I'm doing solo, but I can also be revived by my teammates. And here I get a chance to heal myself up, buff a little bit, and go after the bosses again. And here I'm showing you how does it work with the proper mechanic of the spikes. The spikes will drain health from you in order to be deactivated, and they have a quite large hitbox, so I recommend you to deactivate a few of them before trying to pass. If you touch any of them, you're going to die an instant death, even with improved backslide or even running into them. So this should wrap up the video for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I see you all in the next video, and as always, stay safe and goodbye.